Hey guys, John here from Bring the SEO. Today I want to talk quickly about client communications. This is something that I struggled with for probably much longer than I should have. It was a huge problem for me. It led to an enormous amount of stress and overwhelm. And it's certainly something that I see a lot of other SEO consultants struggle with too, especially freelancers. Client communications. Trying to run your agency through email. Trying to run your agency via your own personal mobile phone, or even communicating via social media with existing clients, and also, and I've seen this, and this is even worse, trying to close deals with new prospects via Facebook Messenger. It's absolute madness. So I wanted to take just a quick moment to talk about the importance of client communications, how to set up channels, and how to, more importantly, how to enforce those channels, and why this is really important at the very beginning of all of your campaigns. Now, I want to start this by saying, in order to save you, heartache and years of, stress and overwhelm and everything else, because again, I made this mistake myself personally, and everyone else seems to do it too, especially freelancers. The three golden rules when it comes to client interaction and communication. Number one, don't ever give clients your direct email address for obvious reasons. Your inbox is going to explode. I spoke with someone a couple of months ago and she said, I've received 16 emails today from one client where everything probably could have been covered in one email. But of course, especially with, let's face it, some clients get a bit emotional and they might blast an email and then think, wait a minute, there was something else I forgot to add, or there was something else that I missed. And then they'll send 30 attachments. Rule number one, don't ever give clients your own personal email address. Number two, don't give clients your personal phone number. I'm working with a coaching client at the moment. He said, John, I'm just going to follow up with these leads using my own personal phone number. And I said, I wouldn't recommend that, because the minute a client's got your direct number, well, you can kiss any sense of peace and quiet goodbye, because your phone is not going to stop. Whether it be weekends, late at night, you're going to get all sorts of random calls and text messages. Oh, our site's down. I don't think our email's working. We seem to have dropped off for this keyword. We're now on page 3. We were in position, page 1 yesterday. What's wrong? All of this sort of nonsense. So rule number 2, don't ever give clients your personal phone number. And rule number 3, don't add clients on social media. This was a huge mistake that I made with one particular client, and it was I didn't realize I'd made the mistake until I'd actually made it, because I went away for a weekend and I was uploading photos to Instagram, and he made a comment in one of his emails and said, kind of disappointed that you had time to go and do that, but you didn't have time to take care of this. It made things really uncomfortable. In fact, in the SEO Accelerator program, I talk about this. I talk about the importance of not getting close to clients. SEO freelancers are notorious for this, and I made this mistake myself. I started treating clients like friends. Hey, here's my number. Here's my email. Add me on, follow me on social media. Huge mistake, because it changes, and this is my next point here in my list of notes. It changes the levels of expectations. Clients think that you're just a quick email away, or they can call you on a Saturday afternoon. That's not good. You don't want that. So what do you do? At the very beginning, when you're signing up, and this should be part of your onboarding process, you've got to set expectations at the very beginning and specify the channels, the accepted channels of communication, whether that's a ticketing system, help desk, you assign a customer support staff member or something like that. You've got to do this at the very beginning. More importantly, you have to enforce it. I've worked with SEO consultants in the past. I said, yeah, we're running Asana, or, and we're trying to push communications through there, or they're running, Help Scout or whatever it's called. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but they're running one of these ticketing systems, and just by chance, someone answers an email outside of that ticketing system and then the whole thing falls apart. Now, one thing that I'll say here, and this is a bit of a sneaky play, for those of you who are just getting started, perhaps you're an SEO freelancer or, it's just you're a soloist and you're looking to grow. Something that I learned many years ago, because it can be all well and good for me to sit here and say, I'll get yourself a customer support staff member, someone to answer emails and answer the phone all day. Well, if you're just getting started, you may not have that luxury. So what do? Get yourself a Wendy. This is something that I shared in the community a couple of times and everyone thought it was quite funny. It is, but it actually works. Well, who the hell's Wendy? Wendy is an avatar. Customer support. It's a fictitious staff member that you create and you communicate with your clients through that avatar. Why would you want to do this? Well, it changes the dynamics of the conversation and it allows you to say things that you may not be comfortable saying yourself. In other words, let's say a client sends you a really, colorful email outside of the normal channels, maybe outside of operating hours, whatever the case might be. For some of us, it can be really hard to respond and say, listen, we've already spoken about this. The answer's no. Please make sure in future that you do this, this, and this. Look, it's easier for some people. Some people are a little more thick-skinned than others, but there are certainly people that work in this space that want to be a little bit more, let's say, gentle with their clients. If you get yourself a Wendy, you can create this fictional staff member, let's say, and you can respond in a third person and say, hi, Jeff, listen, I've spoken with John and, unfortunately, this isn't something that we can do. Jeff doesn't know that it's coming from you. He just sees it as coming from Wendy. I know it does sound a little bit funny, but it can work and it can help you in terms of communicating with your clients in a way which might be a bit more comfortable than you doing it personally. But at the very least, you've taken anything away from everything that I've just covered in this video. Don't get too close to clients. All right, be sure to like, subscribe, post a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Hope you found this of value and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers. Hey, if you've enjoyed this video and you'd like to learn more, head over to bringtheseo.com. We provide business development training for SEO consultants wanting to improve their processes, increase profits, and scale to $100,000 a month or more without all the stress and overwhelm.